Hey everybody. Um, Crazy times, huh? I know none of you signed up for this online learning. Uh, Keep in mind that none of the instructors, most of your instructors didn't sign up for this either. So we're all trying to do our best. But I think amidst all the craziness, it behooves us to step back and remember what's at the core of us. And I'm convinced that at the very core of our lives is relationships and the importance of having relationships with other people. So I miss seeing you face to face, and I thought I just put together a little message, kind of a stream of thoughts that I've been thinking about. I have to chuckle at thinking back on our critical thinking session about coronavirus in class and how things change so quickly. So I know there's a lot of reactions to it. There's a whole spectrum, everywhere from apathy to hyperventilation. Hopefully you're somewhere in between, in the middle. I've also been mindful that this whole stay-at-home business, while it may be a blessing for some of us, some of you, it may not be such a blessing for others. And I recognize that there are probably situations out there where home life isn't the greatest, and that this is the last thing you might have wanted, to be locked up in the house, perhaps with your family or your friends, or whatever the cause or reason is. Maybe it's just being lonely. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you, and it's a little weird not having the pulse that I get from face-to-face interactions. So I hope you're out there somewhere, tuned in somehow. It's caused me also to think a lot about uncertainty. And ironically, in data analytics, there's a lot of uncertainty. Statistics is all about trying to capture uncertainty. It's trying to make the things certain that were uncertain before, capture this variation. And even before this coronavirus, I think you were starting to feel the ambiguousness of some of the assignments, and I developed those for a reason, because I think you're going to find that life doesn't get any less ambiguous as you gain more experience. But certainly this whole situation in the world has created a ton more uncertainty, and I think that has its toll. It's stressful. It wears on us. And I've had one reoccurring thought, and I think this thought applies to our current situation as well as to the assignments in class. And when this all blows over or clears up, it'll apply to your life. And so I hope what I have to share the next few minutes will actually cause you to step back and rethink your approach to life right now. I know it's frustrating, but it's just been impressed upon me the importance of faith. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about a belief in God. I'm talking about having the faith to take the next step forward. And we all have different things that motivate us to take that next step forward. And it can be God. It can be relationships. It could be our own self-promotion. But having faith enough to be willing to take that next step into the darkness, to be willing to step back and say, I'm overwhelmed. It's not clear how this is all going to work out. I don't know what the answer is, but this one thing I do know that I can do. I know that I need to at least take this next step. So in the case of the data viz assignment, that next step might be, I know I need to do a join. I don't know a thing about joins, but I bet the internet does. And so I can go out and learn the difference between an inner join, a left join, a right join, a full outer join. And then that'll help me decide how to join my data in Tableau. And then I think what you'll find is when you take that next step, then it'll dawn on you, oh, well, I know what the right kind of join is now. I don't know what that's going to do for me, but I'm going to go ahead and join the data there, and then I'm going to look at it. And then you'll see that you'll have an epiphany. You'll be like, oh, well, because I joined the data, this is what I can do now. And I can leverage this to distinguish between movie days and non-movie days. And then you take that next step. And perhaps you're feeling so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, but you can say, I don't know a thing about joins. So I need to ask someone to help me with joins. That's your next step. And that's just with the assignments. This applies to life. You might have relationships that you don't know what to do. But if you can stop and say, this is the next thing I can do, then you will be successful in life. Of that, I'm convinced. I have taught a lot of students. I have interacted with people that I've been helping essentially in welfare situations, helping them to stand up on their own 2 feet. I've interacted with a lot of successful people that make me weak at the knees, that make me a little envious. And I think the thing that I can see that distinguishes them all from each other is their ability to take that next step, to continue to act, to always choose to act. And I hope that you won't ever sacrifice your God-given ability to act. That's the one thing that distinguishes us from all the other creatures that live on this planet. We have this increased intelligence that actually encapsulates this ability to think rationally and to decide to act. And if you will always cherish that gift and hold it close and vow to always use it and not let yourself be acted upon, then your life will be happier. Your life will take on deeper and deeper meaning as you accomplish more and more things. And so that's the thought I wanted to leave with you. I wanted to encourage you during these times to actually see this as an opportunity to exercise a muscle. And that muscle is your ability to act. Your ability to take that next step into the darkness on pure faith, saying, I don't know, I can't see the end of this, but if I take the next step, you'll realize again and again that the step after that becomes illuminated, that the light will shine just enough for you to know what to do next. And it may not shine immediately. You may stand there waiting to take the next step, waiting to discern in this new additional light to be able to see, oh, well, I can do that. And then you take that step. So I hope that's helpful. There are a lot of people concerned about you all throughout the university. I've talked to people in the administration, the provost, the president. I haven't talked to her, but I'm a good friend with Sol Jensen. They worry about losing our students, not from a financial perspective. They recognize there's a lot of first-generation college students. And to those of you who are first-generation college students, I hope you will hold on to the vision that you are becoming a pivotal generation. The education you receive while at college will change your life and will change the life of your posterity. And your kids and grandkids will look back for generations to come and be grateful that you had the courage to continue to act. So keep that in the forefront of your mind as you're discouraged, as you're tempted to quit. Keep moving, and you will be grateful that you did. On a personal note, I will tell you in my doctoral program, I can't tell you how many times I was on the phone with my father saying, Dad, this just isn't what I want. This this is frustrating. It's not working out, and I just wanted to quit. And he said, well, you can, but I'd encourage you not to. And in hindsight, I am so grateful I didn't quit. So whatever that's worth, take it. I hope it encourages you. Don't lose sight of what's really important through all the administrivia, all the schedules, all the changes. And just know that I am like really bummed that we probably aren't going to be able to have an end of semester party. Maybe we can create some virtual alternative. It won't work out the same though. I mean, sharing chip dip virtually just isn't quite the same. But I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out with questions. You can do this.